Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 99th episode of the Classic Wrestling series, and we are going to be kicking it off with the 99th episode of Monday Night Raw, emanating from Macon, Georgia. This is February 20th, 1995, and we have kicked things off with a promo package for Diesel versus Jarrett happening later on in the night in the main event. So Jarrett says that I'm going to be wearing double gold for Double J tonight. Diesel just goes, I'm gonna powerbomb the shit out of you, mate. Our first matchup is the returning Bam Bam Bigelow after a 30-day suspension taking on Gary Savon. Around this time there was a lot of squash matches and a lot of the talent enhancement. You'll see that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This match was okay, don't get me wrong, nothing of note. Bam Bam's return after attacking Lawrence Taylor at the Royal Rumble. Get into that when I record WrestleMania 11 for you guys. A simple win for Bam Bam after a diving headbutt, but there was some hope spots from Gary Savon. Next up, we had Adam Bomb versus Rip Rogers in a entertaining matchup. I mean, it was okay to a degree. Adam Bomb gets the win after a diving clothesline. Nothing really of note, ladies and gentlemen. Then we had a quick commercial for Slim Jim with Bam Bam Bigelow. Again, I'll explain that in WrestleMania 11, ladies and gentlemen. Shawn Michaels comes out for King's Court after Bret Hart receives a reward from the WWF magazine readers, and basically Jerry Lawler basically says that Bret Hart is a racist. He is not, and basically just carries on being a dick, Jerry Lawler, with this feud with Bret Hart. Michaels comes out and says that my new manager is going to be Sid, better known as Sid Justice or Sid Vicious or Psycho Sid. One of those entertaining situations where it's like Michaels, Diesel going to WrestleMania. Michaels did win the 1995 Royal Rumble, leading into WrestleMania 11. Next up, Jacob and Eli Blue. Fuck you, Harris Brothers. They have SS tattoos on their shoulders and they support the Nazis. Fuck them. Taking on Mark Starr with 2 R's and Reloy Howard. This was bad, slow, and clunky, just like the Harris Brothers. Not entertaining, not a situation where I wanted to be in, but it was the bell ran for the start of the match and the bell ran for the end of the match. It was boring. Harris Brothers win with a power slam, with a side power slam, spine buster, leg drop combination, and it was just boring as fuck. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we had Diesel versus Jeff Jarrett. This was at least competent. It's both Jeff and Diesel talking and being entertaining. And at the end of it, ladies and gentlemen, Diesel wins with the powerbomb and retains the WWF Championship going into WrestleMania 11. And at the end of the show, Shawn Michaels has a message for Diesel and basically attacks him, and Sid attacks him as well. So this was an episode of Monday Night Raw that went 46 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine a Raw went under an hour. It was brilliant back then. But, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lot of squash matches, a lot of talent enhancements. It was an okay episode of Monday Night Raw. I managed to sit down and watch it in a full episode. It was entertaining. Now, you've probably noticed by the length of this video that it's quite short for one of the Classic Wrestling series. There's nothing of note back in the day. These Raws from probably about 2000 or so, they would only go an hour, and then they got a 2 hour, they got an extra hour around 1999, 2000, I believe. And there's nothing really of note to say, guys. That's it. They managed to get their shit in within an hour and fuck off to the next town. Thank God. But, ladies and gentlemen, as I said in the AEW Dynamite AEW Homecoming review, I have a new job. So, what is going to happen with the Classic Wrestling series? What's going to happen with all the videos coming up? So, I went into a little bit of detail in that episode. I'll go into a bit more detail here. So, I do have an original plan for episode 100. It was going to be kind of a special episode, but unfortunately, life happens and I have a new job, guys. I started literally this Monday, so I'm gonna leave the big celebration for episode 100 on the back burner until I know I can get because originally it was going to be a guest. I was going to have a guest on the show. We were going to watch a show at the person's choice, but I don't know if we can get that episode sorted for this for next week. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave it on the back burner. We do have episode 104 coming up as well, which is the 2-year anniversary. So I'm gonna have to play around with a little bit of things. I'm gonna see when I can get the special episode sorted. So episode 100 will be just a normal episode. There will be a celebration, obviously. It is the 100th episode, guys. But the idea I had might not go ahead. So I'll leave that on the back burner. I do have an idea for what I can watch. It is on YouTube, so I will watch it, baby. And episode 104 might also be not in jeopardy, but I may have to tweak it, and I may have to work out when that's going to happen. As well as that, ladies and gentlemen, what is going to be the upload schedule? So, upload schedule is going to be when I have a day off. I'm going to record an episode and upload it. It might be a Wednesday, might be a Monday, might be a Tuesday, might be any day of the week, but when I have a day off, the earliest day off I will record the episode, guys. So that is the update for you guys. What we're going to do with it. Pay-per-views, it's going to be a little bit tougher, but it's one of those situations, guys, where we're just going to have to power through it and get it done. I will try my best for you guys, but if I don't review the show on the night, I will review the show on the night if I can, but I may have to upload it the next day and have it ready to upload, or I may just have to watch the pay-per-view the day after and do it that way, guys. So that is the situation going forward. I will keep you guys up to date when I can on Twitter. Like I say, I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the 99th episode of the Classic Wrestling series. I'm sorry it was a very short episode of Monday Night Raw with a lot of explanation to what's going on here now. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week for episode 100, which instead of Friday the 13th will be taking place on Wednesday the 11th of August. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you next week.